This podcast contains strong language and discussions about relationships, sex, and love. It may not be suitable for younger listeners. This is the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast, and I am Nixalina. Hello! Hi, 2025! Hello, everyone! Welcome back to my podcast, Can't Keep My Mouth Shut. It made sense to me to start the year by ending the last year and Season 8. So this episode today is called the 2024 Nixalina Wrap-Up and Season 8 Finale. My most influential year to date. That's intense, given most of y'all know I had a pretty shitty breakup at the start of the year. Well, start of the year, I say halfway through. Was it April, May? God, who fucking knows at this point? And I actually kicked off Season 8 with my Heartbreak Hotel, which if you were on my Instagram, and if you haven't been, please go check me out at Nixalina, Nixalina, because I just posted a reel of my Spotify podcast creator Wrapped. And you will see that the miles ahead, the most favorited, most listened to show was the Heartbreak Hotel. I'm like, you guys, man, fucking sadistic. You're like, Nixalina's heartbroken. Let's fucking tune in for that. I'm kidding. I know it's because it was the first show of Season 8 and it was in end of May. And I had left you guys for half the year. So I firstly want to apologize once again for dipping out for like 6 months. What happened was I fell into the dick sand. The thing I always tell you not to do. I was just in a relationship. I'd finished writing my novel like months before. I was taking a creative break, but I didn't expect to take that much of a break. I was supposed to just, recharge, be present, be in my relationship, be very focused on here and now and happiness. And yeah, the energy got sapped right out of me. And I had no idea it was that long. So on that basis, thank you to everyone who jumped right back in with me and enjoyed Season 8 of the podcast. I appreciate the loyalty, and it was a long time for me to disappear. Oh, I will not be doing that to you again. Nay. In fact, next week, I'm kicking off Season 9. That's it. There's no break these days. We're going in, balls deep, straight away. So let's wrap up 2024. Why was it my most influential year to date? I am going to separate that into 2 categories. Career, all that jazz, and then personal. Yes. So we'll deal with the personal. I was processing said breakup, said Heartbreak Hotel check-in. Love that for me. For, I'd say, about 4 months of the year. I'm trying to think. It wasn't a long relationship. It wasn't as, it didn't fuck me up as much as the engagement, obviously. And it was a very different processing. Like, I was more going deep inside of myself in terms of looking at my patterns. Like, why did I accept that low level of behavior? Why did I not walk away when this happened? Why did I not walk away when that happened? Why did I think I deserved that? And I'm not going to sit here and spill out exactly what happened. You'll be horrified, but I don't really fucking care anymore. And I keep saying that in each episode because I'm worried that you all check in, but like, oh my God, she's going to finally tell us. No. But what's important is not how someone treated me. It's how I treated myself in the aftermath. And namely, I went solo, self-exploring, therapy, amazing fucking level up, glow up mode. So I always say this, and it's so true. You have to really sit in healing. And this is what I did for the second half of 2024. I sat in it, and I sat in it alone. And I mean like alone. I had my guy that brought me back to life. Shout out to you, babe. I still love you. I mean, me and him, we still, like, I think we had like an hour call the other night. I love him. He's incredible. And I'm glad he came into my life, 110%. But I'm also glad that I was predominantly alone. And I made sure it was that way. I turned down dates. I refused to give my number out. And like, it was difficult. Yes, I was craving sexual attention. I was craving physical touch. I was craving going on dates. But I just knew that I needed to break this cycle of the kind of man I was attracting. And I needed to I just needed to be alone, like at peace in my own home. I was so fucking miserable, and I didn't realize how miserable I was beforehand that once I found my peace, I was like, no one's interrupting this. I also discovered how much I fucking love meditation and yoga. Please tune in to next week's podcast because I'm going to discuss that for how to make, 2025 your healthiest and best year yet. But I know it sounds all woo. It does work. Meditation and mindfulness fucking works. I promise you. I am not the same woman I was at the start of 2024. I mean, literally, I was in a relationship. I was very miserable, deep inside miserable. I was low confidence, which wasn't my fault. It was being done to me on purpose. Yeah, I just wasn't good. And then that breakup, my God, it was a fucking blessing. Absolute blessing. And when you've healed to the point you could go back to your ex and give him a hug, even if they were fucking arseholes, just give him a hug and be like, thank you. Thank you for being you. Because you doing what you did to me made me who I am now. And I fucking love it. Love, 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 love. Do I have more healing to go? Sure, but we all do. You're going to be, I feel like we're all going to be on a healing journey until we're fucking dead, right? So if you're like, Nix, you said you were healed after the last one and now you're healing again. Yeah, I could have therapy until I'm dead, right? I love therapy. Therapy's great. I love to talk, right? So someone for an hour just listening. I love it. If I could afford it, I'd pay her like 3 times a week. Right, you sit and listen to me talk about myself for an hour and I'll feel better afterwards. And perhaps I'll cry or perhaps I'll rage and then I go off and get a coffee. But yeah, 2024 personally, so influential for me. I discovered so much inner work that I worked on. And, it's great. Just great. I'm not the same person. I have boundaries now. I speak my truth now. Like with friendships, with family, with colleagues, everything, it changes your whole behavior and stuff towards every aspect of your life. I have taken a step back and wanting to control outcomes as well. Very present. Very, very present, and it's fucking great. I'm so happy. In case you haven't heard through my tone of my voice, I'm so just happy. And that transitions into the next part of this, which is the career side. As I've learned to sit in my own existence, to be alone, to love myself, to love my values, to appreciate who I am, to appreciate what I deliver and bring to the table, to realize what I do deserve, to realize I've been settling for below par, less than treatment of people, to realize the validation comes within, not externally. Once I sat in all that, I'm telling you, the universe was like, right, my girl's ready. Let's give her everything she could ever fucking want and wish for. Lest we not forget to discuss 2024, I had 3 publishing deals for Lolly, my debut novel. 3. Okay, let's just take a moment. That book, It's my blood, sweat, and tears, my baby, my creative outlet, my memories, my experience, my existence. That book is my everything. And it took 9 years of my life to write, right? So I finished it November 2023, right? Right. To write, right? And I finished it 2023, yes. And then I just took a debrief break. Like, it's a huge piece of work. It's, 120,000 words. It's like 300 pages long. So I needed to just recalibrate to then go back and reread and re-edit. And as any artist and creator will know, you can edit your work to the nth degree. Like, you could just edit it until it never finished. So I wanted to reread it once, edit it myself after taking some time and get fresh eyes. And then I paid an external editor to go through it for me. But I'd already sent off my non-edited manuscript. And I thought, like, this was, say, June. Because once again, for the first half of the year, I did fuck all. I did fuck all on myself to improve myself. I was just in dick sand, and I fucking hate that I fell into it. I warn you all, and I do the exact fucking thing I warn you all not to do. So, June, I sent everything off, and I was like, well, fuck it, we'll see how. And when I got the first publishing deal, I think I screamed. I was outside my office in the road on the phone to my best friend from the UK, just screaming. Because it was like, I couldn't believe the words. Like, here's a proposal, here's your contract agreement. I'm like, what? It's the best feeling I've ever had. It's better than anything a man has ever bought me. It's better than any engagement. I should know, I've had 2 of them. It's better. It was incredible. But on my newfound self-worth, let's sit in things vibe, I didn't take it. And I didn't take it because it was my first ever. And because of the agreement itself, I thought I deserved better. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Then I got my second deal. Then I got my third deal, and the third deal is the best of all of them, and I'm still sitting on it. Because there's actually many external things going on. I can't tell you guys a lot about what's happened in 2024. I have been quietly hustling on things that, I just can't talk about. But the book, I can. And so what's happening in 2025, I'm not sure yet as to when I'm going to release the novel. I am going to release the novel, 110%. But I'm also, once again, still holding out. Not like I'm saying I deserve a 4th or 5th deal. And I know it sounds like I am not being grateful for what I have. And I totally am. But it's such a big thing to sign your work, your life work over to the hands of someone else. And it's something that, I never expected to get one of, let alone 3 deals, and 3 deals within half a year. It's insane. I'm so fucking proud of myself. And one of the publishing agents of the 3rd deal, which is why it was like probably my favorite, she rung me and she's like, Nix, please tell me that this isn't based on your life. Tell me you've made this book up. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you. It's the truth. It's memories. And she was like, I was so afraid you were going to say that. She's like, it's absolutely gripping from start to finish. And she was like, I was just screaming at the protagonist, don't do that and get out and do this. She was like, I just was so invested. And I knew it would, the way it's written, I knew it had to be from what you've lived through, because you can't, some of this stuff is so raw and so gripping that it's almost impossible to have made that up. I'm like, memories. So yeah, But once you put yourself and that level and your hands in someone else, it's like, I'm signing, a 2-year contract. It's a big fucking deal. So I'm still sitting on it. And I'm going to sit on it some more. But because my career has just taken off, I am just so shocked at all the aspects of everything I do coming together. Even something as silly as hitting 50,000 followers on Instagram last year. Like, I'm so grateful for that. I'm not the kind of person to go, oh my God, hello, I've finally reached this milestone, so now I want to reach 100K. Everyone follow me to reach 100K. I'm not that. I see a lot of that. I'm just like, oh. It's organic. I'm like, okay, cool. But I am quietly proud. It doesn't go unnoticed. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not ungrateful, and I don't not notice it. So that's always been a milestone, like, okay. And if I sit on 50K for the rest of my life, good, great. I'm shocked. I'm just shocked that there's like 50,000 people out there that give a fuck about me, following me. Half of them probably follow me because they love to hate me. I'm Marmite. I know I am. I know y'all stalking because you're like, oh, she's a dick. And I'm like, you know what? I am a dick. Carry on stalking. But yeah, 2024, it was bad and it was good and it was low and it was so high and it was painful. And I had some dark, dark days in the summer and very, very, very alone and vulnerable and insecure about my body. Insecure about my face. And I've never been insecure like that. I've always been so fucking confident. I just got broken down by someone in my life. And it's sad. And I rebuilt myself out of that. And along the way, as I rebuilt myself, the universe gave many opportunities that I am still shocked, even now that I've received. I'm just so thankful. And I'm now at the point where I can accept any outcome. And that's the great thing about when you reach where I am, is you can go like, if this doesn't come, okay, cool, something else will. If this doesn't work out, okay, cool. If I date, I'm trying not to tell too much. If I date and I have connection with someone and I can't wait. If the outcome, I'm not outcome dependent anymore on anything. Let's just say that. I'm actually blushing. I can feel myself blushing in the studio. You know I've got shit up my sleeve I want to talk about, but I can't. Yes, I'm not outcome dependent on anything anymore. And what I've also learned before I sign off and say goodbye to season 8, I learned in 2024 that it's really good that I really keep my private life private. Y'all see me on Instagram. Oh, she's always out drinking. No, you see me out at press events, and I post when I'm out at press events because that's obviously what the client wants from me. They want me to showcase what brand offerings they have. They want me to showcase their new menu and blah, blah, blah. But you don't see me on the nights I'm not posting. You don't know where I am. And I like it like that. I am so happy having privateness. I assure you, I post only what I'm willing for you to see. And I'm going to leave it like that. Thank you to everyone who followed my journey in 2024. And thank you to 2024 itself for being the best, worst year yet. And here's to 2025. So let's leave all that negativity behind and let's move forward into season 9, starting next week. And I'm going to give you tips on how to make 2025 your glow up year, your best year yet. So stay tuned for that. And I will see you all next week. Thanks for listening to the Can't Keep My Mouth Shut podcast. Produced and hosted by me, Nixalina, and recorded in the Splicecast Studios in Singapore. I'm available to listen to on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, and all major podcast listening apps. Do subscribe to enjoy a new episode every Monday evening. Please do give me a 5-star review. It helps other people also find my podcast. For more content and features to read, you can check out my website, Nixalina.com. That's Nixalina.com. I'm also on social media. Simply search at Nixalina, Nixalina, to find me. Don't be shy. Come say hi.